into your belly, Okay, so none of the moves in my reel today are probably something that you haven't seen before. I'm not really saying it in a out of the ordinary way, although I do really want to emphasize the importance of using your breath in those positions to further elongate those muscles. But I want to carry today's conversation and Wednesday's conversation about hip flexor tightness into our conversation next week, where I really want to emphasize to you that your hip function is a big driver for what's going on with your pelvic floor and your abs. So if your hip isn't effectively allowing your pelvis to be able to go in both directions, it's going to change your pelvic floor function by tilting you one way, making more muscles in the front do more work, or tilting you the other way and making muscles in the back do more work, so that load isn't evenly distributed. The same thing about your abs. It's going to cause you to put more pressure out into your belly. And when you put that pressure out into your belly, it makes your abs longer. It makes them harder to contract and harder to coordinate to get a good bottom-up contraction. That's what leads to the ab gripping when you're not able to find those lower abs. But today and Wednesday, I'm talking about the function in your hip from the front and the back. But our hips don't just function from the front and the back. They also function side to side. They also function in a horizontal plane that allows us outward and inward rotation. And all of these motions in our hip we have tendencies to get tight going one direction, or to have strength going one direction and not the other direction because of our lifestyles. But when these imbalances add up over time, we get a hip that doesn't move that well, that doesn't have good control in certain directions, and it has effects for pelvis position, pelvic floor function, ab